Think about this for a second. How many opportunities in your life have slipped away because of feelings? You wanted to start studying for an exam but didn't feel like it. You planned to start a side hustle but felt too tired. You wanted to approach someone important but felt nervous. And just like that, chances vanish, not because you were incapable, but because your feelings were in charge. Feelings are powerful, but here's the truth: they are not facts. Yet most people treat feelings like they are absolute orders. If you feel afraid, you stop. If you feel lazy, you give in. If you feel doubtful, you never try. And slowly, without realizing, your life becomes smaller, limited by the moods and emotions you let control you. Mell Robbins puts it perfectly: handle your feelings before they handle you. Why? Because feelings are temporary. They rise and fall like waves. One moment you feel confident, the next you feel insecure. One moment you feel motivated, the next you feel lazy. But here's the dangerous part: if you keep obeying those feelings, you'll live your whole life on autopilot, reacting instead of creating. Imagine a car. Your feelings are like the passenger: they're loud, emotional, and always giving directions. Turn here, stop there, don't go too fast. But if you let the passenger drive, where do you end up? Lost. The same thing happens when feelings steer your life. Successful people are not immune to fear, doubt, or insecurity. The difference is, they don't let feelings control their actions. They acknowledge them but still move forward. And that's the secret you need to learn: your feelings are not your master. They're just signals, passing weather, clouds in the sky. You can see them, feel them, and still choose to move anyway. The moment you understand this, your life changes. You stop waiting for the perfect mood. You stop believing that you need to feel ready to begin. You stop letting emotions dictate your future. Instead, you take back control. Because in the end, feelings are like children: they scream, they demand, they cry. But if you hand them the keys, they'll crash the car. You're the driver. Take the wheel. Here's something most people never realize: your feelings are obsessed with comfort. They are wired to keep you safe, relaxed, and free from risk. That sounds good at first, right? But in reality, it's the biggest trap of your life. Think about it. Every morning when your alarm rings, what's the first thing you feel? Tired. Sleepy. Unmotivated. Your feelings whisper, stay in bed, it's warm here. And if you obey, you've already lost the first battle of the day. Not because you can't get up, but because comfort won. Feelings are always chasing short-term relief. They'll convince you to skip the gym because it feels easier. They'll push you to scroll on your phone instead of studying because it feels fun. They'll encourage you to avoid risks because it feels safer. But notice the pattern? Everything they push you toward makes you weaker in the long run. The trap of comfort is deadly because it doesn't look dangerous. Lying on the couch feels harmless today. Procrastinating feels like no big deal. But day after day, these choices stack up. And one day, you wake up realizing you've built a life where nothing has changed, because you kept choosing feelings over progress. And here's the painful truth: comfort steals dreams. No one fails because they lacked ability. Most people fail because they kept choosing what felt good instead of what was good. But there's good news. The moment you understand that your feelings are designed to keep you in comfort, you can fight back. When you hear that voice telling you, don't do it, it's too hard, too scary, too uncomfortable, that's your signal. It means you're about to grow. Comfort feels nice, but growth feels better. The problem is, growth doesn't feel good in the beginning. It feels awkward, hard, and uncomfortable. But if you can push through that discomfort, you reach results that comfort could never give you. So ask yourself, do you want a life that feels easy, or a life that feels meaningful? Because you can't have both. Comfort is a cage. Growth is freedom. Don't let feelings lock you in. Now that we know feelings chase comfort, the question becomes, how do you stop them from controlling your actions? This is where Mell Robbins introduces one of the most powerful tools you'll ever use, the 5-second rule. It's simple. Whenever you feel hesitation, count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait to feel ready. Just act. Here's why it works. When you hesitate, your brain starts working against you. It scans for danger, discomfort, or risk, and then your feelings kick in. Don't do it, it's scary. Don't do it, it's tiring. Don't do it, it's embarrassing. Within seconds, fear or laziness takes over, and you've already talked yourself out of action. But the 5-second rule interrupts that cycle. It tricks your brain into shifting gears from emotion to decision. When you count down, you activate the part of your brain responsible for focus and action, not fear and excuses. It's like flipping a switch, from hesitation to execution. For example, you don't feel like getting out of bed. Count down, throw off the covers, and stand up before your feelings drag you back down. You don't feel like speaking in a meeting. Count down, open your mouth, and let the words out before fear silences you. You don't feel like going for a run. Count down, put on your shoes, and step outside before laziness convinces you otherwise. The magic of this rule is that it doesn't rely on feelings, it bypasses them. You don't need to feel motivated to act. You just need 5 seconds of courage. And here's the best part, action changes feelings. Once you start, your brain shifts. You feel energy after you begin exercising. You feel confidence after you start speaking. You feel proud after you push through fear. The 5-second rule is proof that you don't have to wait for the right mood. You create the mood by moving first. Stop asking, do I feel like it? Instead, count down and do it anyway. Because if you don't control hesitation, hesitation will control you. Here's a truth most people never hear, your feelings are not commands. They are simply signals. They tell you how you feel in the moment, but they do not decide your future unless you let them. Let's break this down. Fear, for example, is one of the strongest emotions. When you feel afraid, your body reacts, heart racing, palms sweating, stomach tightening. For most people, fear means, stop. But did you know that fear and excitement feel almost identical in your body? The only difference is the meaning you give it. That means you can reframe fear into energy. Instead of thinking, I'm nervous, you can tell yourself, I'm excited. That one shift changes everything. Another common feeling is tiredness. But ask yourself, are you truly exhausted, or are you avoiding discomfort? Often, when you feel tired, it's not physical. It's mental resistance. You're not tired of work, you're tired of fear, doubt, or stress. Once you start acting, you realize you have more energy than you thought. This is the secret. You can train your brain to respond differently to feelings. Every time you choose action over emotion, you are rewiring your mind. You're teaching yourself that fear doesn't stop you, laziness doesn't define you, and doubt doesn't control you. Over time, this becomes your new normal. Think of it like building muscle. At first, it's hard. Every rep feels uncomfortable. But the more you practice, the stronger you get. Choosing discipline over feelings is the same. At first, it's awkward. But with repetition, you build mental strength. And this is where true freedom lies. When you stop waiting for the right feeling, you stop being a prisoner of your moods. You stop letting emotions dictate your day. Instead, you decide. You choose to act. Remember this, your feelings are not your identity. You are not a fearful person. You are a person experiencing fear. You are not a lazy person. You are a person experiencing laziness. The difference is massive. One is permanent. The other is temporary. When you separate yourself from your feelings, you gain power. You stop saying, I am my emotions, and start saying, I experience emotions, but I control my actions. That shift rewires your mind, and your life. Here's the final truth: you will never eliminate feelings. Fear will always show up. Laziness will always whisper. Doubt will always knock. But you can stop letting them decide for you. The most successful people in the world don't act because they feel amazing all the time. They act despite not feeling ready. They speak even when they're nervous. They work even when they're tired. They chase goals even when they're scared. Why? Because they know feelings are temporary, but actions last forever. Think about it: no one looks back and says, I'm so glad I stayed in bed that morning. But people do look back and say, I'm proud I pushed myself. You will never regret discipline. But you will regret letting feelings win. This is why Mell Robbins says, handle your feelings before they handle you. Because if you don't, they will steal your future. They will lock you in comfort. They will keep you small. And one day, you'll wake up realizing your life wasn't shaped by your dreams. It was shaped by your moods. So here's your challenge: the next time fear, laziness, or doubt shows up, don't wait for motivation. Use the 5-second rule. Count down, act, and take back control. Build the habit of discipline, not the habit of comfort. Remember this formula. Feelings are temporary. Actions are permanent. Discipline builds freedom. Your future depends on the choices you make in the moments when you don't feel like it. Because success is not about how you feel, it's about what you do. So the next time your feelings try to steer, remind yourself, I'm the driver. I choose the direction. Life is too short to be controlled by emotions. Handle them before they handle you.